The ancestors of our fellow Chinese and Indian friends were once brought to us by British colonizers as labor immigrants. This has been turning point of prominent demographic change in Malay Peninsula, Sabah, and Sarawak. There we go, 3 major races with 3 different mother tongues were to be expected to live within the same roof. Adding oil to the fire, divide and conquer policy was also introduced as an illicit intention to avoid unity between races and catalyze adaptation and assimilation between races. Lucky that we managed to tackle this through Murni coalition that encouraged non-Malays to participate in Malay Peninsula political scene, eventually fading their origin nation culture and becoming as one Malaysian. After 64 years of independence, there are still few loopholes available in our unity that intoxicate our harmony from within in our current politics, economy, and social scenario. Thus, I believe that if native Malaysians do will to reciprocate learning Mandarin and Tamil language, we can fix and minimize them. Therefore, as non-natives capable to learn and speak Malay, I stand that Malaysian natives also should learn Mandarin and Tamil language to strengthen the unity among Malaysians, increasing the marketability of our fresh graduates. Also, it is actually a practicable language to be empowered. All this time, in general, non-natives would understand natives. However, it doesn't work out in other hand. If we, the natives, has the capability to understand Mandarin and Tamil, in which part on our life would receive the benefit? Yes, surely the unity between us, Malaysian, would be stronger. How does language can affect unity? Here's the breaking news. Language can be one of the most powerful keys of understanding and valuing cultural diversity, which is by coincidence sets the demography condition of Malaysians. This enables the natives that makes up the biggest portion in number of citizens of Malaysia to feel free carrying conversation with other races whenever we start in a situation where Chinese talking with other Chinese, also Indian talking with other Indian. We don't have to think the situation of opposite because they will understand, absolutely understand a bunch of Malays speaking to each other, as Malay language is the official language here. Understanding their language would be the perfect medium of us to eliminate racism sentiments that have been instilled in our society, all this while for good. Being racist means that limiting the expression of unique perspective on life, as world does revolve around your own culture. This is wrong because it is not a choice. It is actually an obligatory act to understand their cultures and acknowledging the diversity that has always been things that exist in the world. As a fresh graduate, hunting for a job to earn ourselves is never be easy. We'll be always run into other candidates who might have experience in our applying field. Have you ever thought that language skills would advance the value of one's employability? Especially being Malaysian, living in Malaysia, working in Malaysia, and working with Malaysians. We cannot run away from meet and greet session with various backgrounds of clients. Empowering Mandarin and Tamil would increase the marketability of Malaysians' fresh graduates. English is indeed a language that we are obliged to master at. However, in certain international companies that own branches in Malaysia, or perhaps to apply certain high positions in an organization, English proficiency is treated as bare minimum in their workplace culture. In order to tackle this, being trilingual or quadrilingual person would be more than just great. as we live in Malaysia, it would be highly recommended to excel in Mandarin and Tamil communication skills to increase the value of our curriculum vitae or CV. Having the ability of speaking in Mandarin and Tamil would also facilitate swift communication with clients who also might be a Chinese and Indian. In professional situation, yes, we tend to speak in Malay or English, depends on which company do we work for. But we also require personal branding through network establishment with our previous clients to guarantee comfort for our clients to work again with us in the future. Through socializing, hence, communicating with their native language would be one of the possible ways. There are plenty of languages available on this earth to be explored and learned. However, to be realistic, there are better chance to learn languages that are applicable in our daily routine. There's no point of learning a foreign language if you can actually associate it in your everyday life. If you have considering to learn Tamil and Mandarin, you do not have to worry anymore. You are good to go. In Malaysia, these languages are very affordable to be practiced in real life as we blend with their native speakers here in daily basis. In fact, they are our friends too. We always see them every corner in this country. We go to school, we go to work, we go to groceries, we go to restaurants, we go outside our house and run into neighbors. We always interact with them, Chinese and Indian. Why not for you to grab the opportunity that already served in our surroundings? Take it as a benefit and practice their native language with them. You made errors? No worries. Rome wasn't built in a day. The key of perfection is consistency and perseverance in practice. Even though you go to travel to other countries such as China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Vietnam, Singapore, Southern India, and Sri Lanka, you will be managed to converse with the respective locals in their mother tongue too. Basically, no matter wherever you go, you will never miss any, by chance, your practice session of your third or fourth language if you choose Tamil and Mandarin as your next communication languages. Those are just the tip of iceberg. There are other plenty reasons that would support my stance that natives should be learning Tamil and Mandarin. I shall better recall those reasons which are meant to strengthen the unity among Malaysians, increasing the marketability of Malaysians' fresh graduates, and the language itself are easy to be practiced often. In this context, I do not expect for you to have advanced skill of the languages because I believe that would be utopia for most of us, honestly including myself too. If we can communicate with them, non-Malays for day-by-day purpose, that is good enough too. At least you have helped to reach the objective I have mentioned earlier in the beginning of my speech, which is to fix the flaws that disturb our unity. That's all from me. Thank you.